Hello everyone, how are you? Today our lesson is about contractions. Okay, what are contractions? Contractions are when there are two words, okay, that are combined together in a certain way to make one word, okay? For example, I am, look, there's I, a word, am, another word, that become one word, I'm, okay? First of all, let's revise these pronouns. I is used when somebody is talking about him or herself, okay? For example, if you are a student, you can say, I am a student in grade 2, okay? So, when somebody is talking about himself or herself, with I, we always use am. Always am. We can't say I is or I are happy, for example. We always say I am happy. I am a student. Am is a helping verb, okay? It comes after the subject or the pronoun to make the sentence more connected, okay? Now, I am. What do we do to make a contraction? What do we do to make these two words one word? Let's see. I is the first word or the first letter, and am is the second word. Okay? What do? Look, we write the first word as it is. I is the first pronoun. We write it as it is, okay? We keep it. Now, am. What do we do with the second word or the second helping verb? What do? We choose only the last letter, okay? By the way, this is not a rule. Like, this doesn't apply to all words or all contractions, but this is a way to make it easier for you to understand contractions, okay? Here we only take the last letter, okay? And what do? We take out this, we erase it. Now we put the I and the M together, the first word and the last letter of the second word together, okay, without a space. But after the first word, we put an apostrophe, okay? An apostrophe. An apostrophe is like a comma, but it's up, okay? So it's as if we put these two words together without a space, and we put after the first word, we put apostrophe, and we chose the last letter of the second word, and we put it after the apostrophe, okay? That's what we did. Now, she is a pronoun that we usually use for one girl or one woman, right? And is the helping verb that is used with she, okay? Is used with the pronouns that refer to one thing or one person, okay? For example, she means she is used to refer to one girl or one woman, only one, right? So what helping verb do we use with she? Is, okay? Is. She is. These are two words, okay? How do we change them to make them a contraction? How do we make them one word? We said the way here, right? First of all, she is the first word, right? So we write it as it is. We write she here as it is, okay? Then directly we put an apostrophe after she. Directly. Apostrophe without a space or anything, okay? Apostrophe is a comma that comes up, okay? Then we see is. What is the last letter of is? Is has two letters. What is the last one? S, right? So after the apostrophe, we put S directly, okay, without making any more spaces or anything. Just she, the first word, then apostrophe, then the last letter of the second word, okay? Now, he. He is a pronoun that is used when we are referring to one man or one boy, okay? So we are talking about one person. What do we use? Is or am or are. We said am is only used with I, okay? So what do we use? We said is, okay? We use the helping verb is, okay? Because we are talking about one person, okay? One, only one. So how do we make he is, how do we make it a contraction, okay? What do we do? Let's see. These are two words, right? He and is, two different words. First of all, we see what is the first word? He. He is the first word or the first pronoun. We write the first word as it is, he. Okay, look, we didn't change anything. He. Then the is. What do we do with it? We look and we ask ourselves, what is the last letter of the second word? What is the last letter of the helping verb is? Excellent. The last letter is S. Okay? So, first of all, we write the first word as it is, he. Then we put an apostrophe directly after the first word. He, apostrophe. Then we ask ourselves, what is the last letter in is? It's S. So we write S after the apostrophe. Okay? Now, it. Why do we use the pronoun it? Do you remember? Excellent. We use the pronoun it when we are referring to one thing, one place, or one animal. One. Remember the number one. Okay? So, when we are talking about one thing, or one place, or one animal, or one person, what do we do? Which helping verb do we use with it? Excellent. We use is. Okay? So here these are two words, it and is. How do we change them into a contraction? What do we do to change them into a contraction? Okay. It is the first word, right? We write it as it is, it. Okay? It. Then what do we do after the first word? We put an apostrophe directly after the first word. Directly after the first word, which is it, we put it as it is without any changes. We put apostrophe after it. Okay? Now, after the apostrophe, we see what is the second word. Okay, what is the second word? Excellent. The second word is. What is the last letter in is? Excellent. S. S. So after the apostrophe, we put S. We only put S after the apostrophe. Okay? Let's have some examples on each contraction. Okay? I am becomes I'm. Okay? I'm an English teacher, or I am an English teacher. This is a contraction because we changed the two words into one word. Okay? Now, she is. She is an excellent girl. Okay? She's an excellent girl. Okay? Here, she's is a contraction. Okay? Because we changed these two words into one word. Now, he is. He is. he's. He's a very smart boy. He's a very smart boy, or he is a very smart boy. Okay? Now he is the contraction because it is the one word that is made from these two words, he and is. Now, it is. It is. It is a cute cat. It is a cute cat. It's a cute cat. Okay? The same, we can use both it is or it's, but the contraction is it's because these two words became one word. Okay? So it's a cute cat, and we can use both of them. Okay? Okay, so now we know that the helping verb am is used with I am happy, and the contraction of I am is I'm. When we are talking about one person or one thing, place, or animal, one, remember the number one, we use is. Okay? For example, the girl or she is, he or the boy is, it or the park or the cat is. Okay? Now, the contraction of I am, we said, is I'm. She is, she's. He is, he's. It is, it's. Okay? And don't forget the way that can help you to understand how do we make contractions. Okay? Now we use are as a linking verb when we are talking about more than one person. Okay? For example, the boys are. The boys are. Or if somebody is talking about these boys, what does he or she say? They. Okay? So we use they. They are. Okay? They, because they means more than one person, right? We use with it are. And we. Do you remember why we use we? If you are, for example, in a group of people, within a group of people, and you are talking about yourself and the whole group, okay? You are talking about you all together, okay? What do you use? You use we. For example, we are friends. If you are within a group of like 3 or 4 friends together and you are a part of them, you can say we are friends. You don't say we is, you say we are. Okay? So are is used when we are talking about more than one person. Okay? Now, you is an exception. Okay? You is different. We always use are with you. Okay, now let's see how do we make the contractions for 2 words that have one of them as are. Okay? Now, let's see. You are. Okay? First of all, we use the same way. We see. What is the first word in you are? You, right? You. So we write you as it is. You. Okay? We don't change anything. You. And then after we write you, we directly put what? Do you remember? What do we put? The comma. The comma that comes up. Where do we put it? After the first word. So after you, we put the apostrophe. It's called apostrophe. Where do we put it? Up. Okay? Now, the apostrophe after the first word. Now, are. Do you remember in is and am, we took only the last letter of the second word. But here, we take the last 2 letters, R and E. The last 2 letters, okay? So here, we put you and we put the apostrophe. Now we add R-E. We take the last 2 letters of the second word are and we put RE. Now here, they are. What do we do? The first word is they, okay? They. We write it as it is, they, okay? Now, after we put the first word, what do? We put an apostrophe, right? Apostrophe after writing the first word as it is, okay? We put an apostrophe. Now, after the apostrophe, we see what is the second word? R. When there's an R, we don't take the last one letter only. We take the last two letters, R and E. So we put they, apostrophe, R and E. There, okay? And here, your, okay? Now, we are. What is the first thing we do? We see what is the first word. We are the first one. Excellent. We. So we write the first word or the first pronoun as it is. We don't change anything. Okay? Now, after writing the first word, what do we put? Excellent. Apostrophe. We put apostrophe. Now the second word is are. It's not is or am. It's are. It's different. So what do? We take the last two letters. Okay? Two letters. R and E. Okay? So R and E. We're.